Hi, this is a short video to show you some of the items for sale in this my dad's workshop, which is for sale. This first item here is a Shape Machines Limited surface grinder. It's got a big 3-jaw chuck here for holding things, or the magnetic chuck with a lever to turn that on and off. This is a 3-phase item with a 3440 RPM motor. Has a grinding disc under here for making surfaces of metal really flat. Then we've got the Clarkson Metal Worker drill press and the vise there, the adjustable vise that you can bolt onto it. This has got the addition of the powered item here that lifts the, as you can see, lifts the deck up and down, because it's pretty heavy, so it makes it a lot easier to operate up and down. And it's also got a laser sight on the side, which you can perhaps hopefully see over there somewhere. See it on my hand. Anyway, it shines a light at the wall, you can just about see it there. Then of course, as you go up and down, you can make sure that you're keeping the item in the same place as it was before by keeping the light on the vertical line on the wall there. That's that one. And then everything in here is included in the sale, with one or two small exceptions that I'll say as we go along. There's various stock up here, mostly tubes and such like. There's a full set of drills there, imperial, metric, letter drills, number drills, some sort of reamer things there. We've got a little Chinese lathe, reversible, DC power, all works okay. Got all the moving parts and so forth, whatever. And then a Black & Decker double grinder there, double disc grinder. We've got all these drawers down here with lots of things in, taper drills of all sorts of sizes, hundreds and hundreds of them. These would all be 10 or 12 quid each normally. I'm not sure what we've got there now. Some heat steel, whatever that is. Lots of reamers, various sizes. Yeah, more reamers, every size under the sun. Various saws and whatnots. Then we've got a surface plate here, which is I suppose it's cast iron or something. Anyway, it's a very flat plate that you can use for measuring things on to get them exactly right. Then we've got the universal pillar tool here that my father made, and here's the book on how to make one. Basically, you can have it like this for say tapping holes in things and making sure that it's dead vertical, and similarly you can replace that with this little thingy here with a little chuck in it and driven by the motor here with the belt, and then you can drill precision tiny holes for clock back plates and things like that, where you want them beautifully clean and vertical and exactly in the right spot. Then we've got all the other stuff in the clockmaker's stuff, all the chemicals stuff there that he's got, rows and rows of nuts and bolts in tins, backy tins, and all sorts of odds and bits. Lots of clock keys there along there, hundreds of hand tools, files, knurling tools, drills, pliers, pin punches, files, all that sort of thing, and lots of files and stuff there, a few bits of cable. Then out here we've got loads, must be 20 plus micrometers of all sizes under the sun. That's one up to 4 inches, that's one up to 150 millimeters, and all the sizes in between, and boxes of metal slips and stuff like that. there's a big, I'm not quite sure what that thing is, but anyway, whatever it is, it's a thing. I don't think there's anything else very exciting out here. Going round this way, we've got the New Tools sander, belt and disc. We've got the Walker Electronics ultrasonic bath for cleaning clocks and bits and bobs in. Then we've got this Tormex 2000 wet grinder for putting a nice fine finish on tools. It's got the various bits and bobs that go in it to set it all up. Then we've got the Carbolite furnace, which is an electric furnace with a digital temperature controller on there. It's not plugged in, is it? Never mind. All insulated in there, and that goes up to about 1100 degrees, I think, that one. You can set the digital thing so that it rises up to the right temperature. There's a little manual there with it. There's boxes of nonsense and spares and things. There's these rather nice wooden drawers which came out of a chemist, and they're all stuff that the chemists use, you know, so there's all sorts of spices and things in them originally, so you can sort of smell the lovely smells from it. They're looking a bit the worse for wear now, but they could be done up perhaps into something quite useful, or they're quite handy just as they are, mostly with all the nails and more backy tins full of plastic nail locks, gas fittings, hinges, everything else under the sun. And there's a couple of racks of screws and nuts here, metric and UNF, and another little set of drawers with various things in them. There's a long giant G-clamp thing there. There's the saw. It's a bandsaw. Got quite big chunky bits of metal, and the clamp's been modified a bit there so you can clamp it more evenly and get a nice even cut on it. There's more drawers, 2 sets of drawers here full of files, wire, steel, stock for little round bits for making shafts and things, lots and lots of them. Then thread chasers, stainless steel, aluminium angled, taps and dies, UNF taps and dies, all sorts. Another bench grinder, 6-inch test right, just a pretty standard thing. Got all the benches here with sets of drills and whatnots there. 3 toolboxes full of UNC, metric and Whitworth spanners and sockets and things. A nice big record 24 vise. Assorted hand tools and whatnots. Then we come round to the Myford Super 7 lathe, which has got the full gearbox for all the thread cutting and whatnot and variable speed, and it all works. It's also got the addition of a powered crossfeed and a little control box on here, so you just oops. You can go forwards and backwards as required from the control panel, and that's very handy because it gives you nice even cuts. Then coming on to the big milling machine, which is the SB2217 Mark III, which is another very nice tool, and this has got a powered crossfeed as well, fed from the same controller, so you just switch the controller over to the other one. Oops, forget that. Oh, I see what I've done. I've got it too low. Yes, never mind. Obviously, we've got the operator's manual still for that, and then below that is one of the drawers full of tools assorted, lots and lots. Match pairs, blocks, mounts, brackets, ER13s, 16s rather, slips, cable brackets, micrometer heads. This is the high-speed thing that goes on the lathe for cleaning up the chucks to get a nice even grip on the chuck. You stick that on the lathe bed. We've got the controller for it, and it spins at a very high speed and grinds the chuck nicely in. Then we've got the Sieg KX1 CNC mill, which is a full CNC with the touchscreen controller up there, and the Dell computer, which we've got tucked behind there. And we've also got the remote controller here, which you can use to manually do things about on. Let me reset it. And so forth. And that does lots of lovely jobs. And then below there we've got more racks of stuff. All the collets, various clamps, hold things down, all sorts of assorted doodahs, not all of which I know what they are. Keys, a couple of expensive vices, one standard one there, one fully adjustable one there, and divider heads and brackets and things there. And then we go over to the Clarkson cutter grinder, which is for doing tools on really. And this has got the addition of the holder here, which is held on with magnetic things, so you can just lift it off and lift it up again. So then you can set it, you can adjust this at all angles in all possible directions, so that eventually you can just slide the tool against the grinding wheel at exactly the right angle once you've got it all set up. And then this is the Royal shaper. It's like a sort of planing machine, and this thing comes out here, and you bolt your bit of metal or flat metal on there, and then this comes out here, and then every time it moves, steps over a little bit, you can obviously set that, so it makes very big flat plates of things that you want. Makes a lovely job of that. So we've got another rack on here, what we call the paper rack, which has got lots of micrometers in of all sorts, and slightly bigger ones, measuring implements, all sorts of tools and things, all sorts. And where are we? I think this is, we haven't looked in this one, this is mostly I think stock items like steel and all various sizes, brass, more brass, aluminium, and mixed big ones. And I guess that's about it. Let me know if there's anything I can ask, ask and I can let you know, and bye for now.